Yo, what's up, guys? It's Persistence, and I haven't gotten on this game in like 4 days. Just decided to get back on because I heard there was a new PvP update, and of course, my friends told me that Rage and Hard Light got nerfed to the point where they're just extremely weak, man. They used to be the top two PvP powers, and now they're like the bottom two. Well, that's really sad, but they kind of deserved it. Rage and Hard Light been OP for a while now. But what's interesting was this dude was using a rifle as a fire tank. I was using dual pistols as a rage DPS, and I ended up beating him. And he really needs to get good. But that's besides the point. Uh, let's talk about the update. So there's no more one shots, right? And a lot of weapons. No, all the weapons been nerfed. I don't really agree with that because hand blasters, rifle, and bow are still pretty OP. They're no match. I mean, you do not have a chance if you're using like one-handed because the backflip got nerfed, and the only combo that's pretty much good for one-handed is just what is it called, the little slash, that move right there. But just decided to get back on the game because that's my free time. I'm busy. I'm definitely busy Monday through Friday, and just decided to get on because you know this my only time off. I really don't want to play this game as much too, because I'm living life. You know what I mean? So I decided to queue up. Before this match, I was matched up with a ice DPS using hand blasters. So that was a really funny match, man, because that just made me realize that this game is still unbalanced. And with this match, it definitely made me realize that this game is unbalanced, man. Because hand blasters are pretty OP, man. That block break, I mean, it's always been OP, but considering that this is a PvP update, I thought all the cheesy moves be gone, of course, because they're trying to make it equal now, right? Which is pretty funny to me, because there's this thing where some powers have like a 35 percenters, like 35 percenters. Like when the opponent's health gets below 35%, they do like tons of damage, and I'm talking like 13Ks, 16Ks, 9Ks. That's pretty OP. And fire has that, of course, and atomic, a couple of other powers, I guess. But hard light and rage are extremely weak now, you know. So if you get in a match with a hard light or rage, you should be happy because they're not gonna spam you. They're gonna be blocking a lot. They're gonna be desperate. So the reason why I use dual pistols is because I can't use any other weapon basically. Because rage sucks, man. I'm just gonna be honest. I'm just keeping it 100, man. Rage is terrible now, man. They nerfed the crap out of outrage, revenge, and the chain, man. Unless the opponent's health is below 45%, outrage is just useless, man. It does like 500 or something like that. So that was good on their part. Um, but I feel like they should have taken away the stat clamping because I mean DC should just help me understand because I work hard to get all my mods, my VIIs and my VI experts on all my PvP gear to get my precision up there. Well, when I get in arenas, my precision's like 3,200. It's not the same precision I have outside of arenas. I'm basically debuffed for no reason, and I'm a DPS. So, with that said, tell me why support roles can have the same might and precision as you, but they can heal. You know, it's really unfair at that point. You know what I mean? They need to change something up. So basically, healers and tanks have a big advantage now. That's the new thing. People are getting respect tokens to go atomic and fire, I guess. I don't know about earth and ice. Earth and ice are really good as DPS. I don't know if Crystal's still OP. I mean, she shouldn't be because they nerfed the crap out of advanced mechanics. But with this loadout, I changed a lot of things. You know, I was before this match, I was using the typical rage loadout that was OP before the update. I was using the galling eruption, that big vomit on the ground, and I was using the precision buff with eviscerating chain, outrage, and revenge. You know, and I try to spam because when they said they're nerfing AMs on all powers, I thought they were just gonna nerf the power back advanced mechanics. I didn't think that they were gonna nerf the power damage itself. Outrage is extremely weak. Revenge is extremely weak also, and Rage is just useless. So is Hard Light, and I definitely think they should revamp Rage. And Hard Light is. I don't know about Hard Light. I ain't never been Hard Light, and I mean facing Hard Light multiple times. I'll say Hard Light has way more combos than Rage. I mean, Rage doesn't really have combos. You know what I mean? It's just outrage, revenge, and the chain. All other powers are just useless. So with this loadout, I was basically tanking, I would say, because I only had one power that was pretty good, uh, which is outrage. You know, it's nerfed. It doesn't even do the same damage as my weapon. It was doing like 500s, like 2,000 total. But I decided to use Venom Boost, which is from the iconic powers tree, because it said that it would give me 40% damage buff. So I decided to use that because Rage is weak. I got really desperate. Of course, I do not want to switch powers because I love Rage. I'm a PvE tank. I suck at PvP. I'll admit that. But I think because of this update, it actually made me better as a PvPer because before the update, it was just all about spams. If you get in a match with a Rage, you being Rage, it would just be the fight of the fight of the spammers. You know what I mean? Whoever can get their OP powers up first, without being blocked, would have the advantage. You know what I mean? But now it's all about weapons and like smart moves, like blocking right, uh, block breaks and stuff like that. Unless they're using hand blasters or bow. And so before this match, I was fighting this ice. Uh, he was using hand blasters, like I said, and I feel like the ice shield is pretty OP too, cause my outrage was doing like 250, 250s, you know, like 2,000, no, not even 2,000, 1,500 damage total. So I feel like the ice shield reduces damage. Ice is a really good PvP power. You know, he would just tap triangle with hand blasters, and he would wait for me to block. Right when I block, he would use hold square to block break me, even after I stop blocking. So hand blasters, rifle and bow are pretty broken. So I just decided to commentate over this because it was crazy coming back from a 4-day break, and this was like my third match. The other two matches before this, I lost one and I won one. That sounded weird. I won one of the matches and I lost one of them because, well, the reason why I won was because the dude was munitions and he was using one-handed, uh, and he would constantly spam the backflip kick, which they nerfed, and it does like 1,000s. You know what I mean? Which is weird. Still getting used to it, but he was pretty easy. And then I ended up getting a match with that ice dude that I told you about that was using hand blasters, and he would talk trash every time he would kill me. He'd be like, "Oh, rage and hand blast use, rage and hard light users are doomed," and everything like that. And I was like, "Yo, I'm a PvE tank, man. I suck at PvE, man. I mean PvP, man. All I do is just spam with rage, man. Now things are a little bit different." But I definitely feel like this update will help me get better at PvP. I mean, I don't really suck at PvP, but you know, I'm getting better. I still need a little bit of work, but you know, it's just a game. I really don't care if I'm good or bad. At the end of the day, it doesn't really make my day because you know, I like to go outside and do some things, uh, and you know, I have friends in real life. And so, if I lose, alright, cool, I lose, and I'll get mad sometimes. You know, that's just because I'm a human. But, that doesn't mean that this game's my life, you know what I mean? But anyways, that's besides the point. Um, so, yeah, so, you know, uh, dual, dual wield is nerfed too. All weapons are nerfed. But, you know, I just decided to use dual pistols because, um, you know, tear shit up if you know how to use it. And what is it called? Some people don't know the dual pistol combos, and so they will block at the wrong times when I'm doing like a block break move. So in those cases, you have a big advantage against noobs like this dude right here. He didn't know what I was doing with my dual pistols. I mean, I don't know, or it might just be luck. You know what I mean? I don't know how, but I beat him like I said, and don't really know what to talk about. I said all I needed to say, but you know I'll keep talking because that's what I do, and I talk a lot because that's what I do. But that's besides the point. So let's find something to talk about. Let's talk about rifle. Now, let's see. Let's compare rifle to dual pistols. Right, the rifle block break is completely ridiculous. You know, this game definitely effed up with the block breaks, like I said earlier. Like the hand blast, the rifle, and the bow, they have really late block breaks, and the stack clamping or the debuffs when you get into arenas. That's really unfair. You know, if they take that off, they would we would at least have a big advantage against support roles like healers and tanks. You know what I mean? Because it's kind of crazy how the fire tanks, or the tanks and the healers have the same stats as you do, and then on support roles, and you're just a DPS. You know what I mean? So that's pretty much all I gotta say. This dude lost. I don't know how. I had like 500. He had like 600. He was pretty much winning, and they just gave me the W. So he needs to definitely get good. This is a sign that he sucks, and he's probably gonna switch powers. He's probably gonna use dual pistols actually, because he's a scrub like that. If he's using rifle with fire and he's losing, of course he's a power hopper and he's a scrub. Of course he needs to get good, like I said earlier. And I did my thing here, and I just needed a video to upload, and I decided to commentate over this. And I had no practice. I did not know what to talk about because I haven't been on 4 days. I barely get on this game, and so excuse me for this bad commentary if you're still watching to this point. But I definitely did my thing. He got his ass handed to him, and at the end of the match he tried to show respect, but then I flexed on him because he deserved it. You know what I mean? He got his ass handed to him as a fire tank with rifle, man. So I did my thing, like I said. A lot of people need to get good at this game. I barely get on, and I'm kicking ass with dual pistols as rage when nerfed. So I was on Spotify listening to some music, and I was kicking ass, get some motivation from future. But yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching, I guess, if you're still watching. See ya.